Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. May peace and prosperity be upon us. His Excellency Suryo Pratomo, Ambassador, Ministry of Foreign Affairs Indonesia, Mr. Peter Ong, Chairman of Enterprise Singapore, His Excellency Ferry Warjio, Governor of Bank Indonesia, His Excellency Bahlil Lahadalia, Chairman of Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board or BKPM, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to proudly welcome all of you at the third Indonesia Investment Day, today, October 27, 2020. Indonesia Investment Day is an annual event organized by Indonesian Embassy in Singapore in collaboration with Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board or BKPM and Bank Indonesia, which provides digital platform www.investindonesia.sg to disseminate information about ready-to-offer projects from Indonesia. Prior to the third IID today, we have conducted 11 weekly webinars from 11 August 2020 until 20 October 2020 as the Road to Indonesia Investment Day. In those webinars, we have presented 42 out of 110 projects from 11 provinces in Indonesia. There has been also 42 one-on-one meetings conducted in which potential investors can discuss further with project owners about their projects. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to find out about the 11 webinars of Road to IID 2020, I kindly invite you to watch the highlight video of Road to IID 2020. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mr. Didi Eko Pujianto, Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Singapore, His Excellency Ferry Warjio, Governor of Bank Indonesia, Excellency Bahlil Lahadalia, Chairman of Investment Coordinating Board of the Republic of Indonesia. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that was the highlight video of Road to Indonesia Investment Day. And now, at this auspicious occasion of Indonesia Investment Day 2020, we will listen to remarks from prominent officials of Indonesia and Singapore. We will also have video testimonials from investors and project owners. We would like to inform you that later we will send you questionnaire by email for event feedback. We also provide Indonesia to English interpretation. You may click the interpretation button on your Zoom application. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will listen to the opening remarks from His Excellency Suryo Pratomo, Ambassador, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Indonesia.
Honorable Governor of Central Bank of Indonesia, Bapak Ferry Warjio, Honorable Chairman of Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board, Bapak Bahlil Lahadalia, Honorable Chairman of Enterprise Singapore, Mr. Peter Ong, distinguished guests and participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to all of you, and I hope that you are all well and healthy. It is the great pleasure as the designated ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Singapore that I welcome all of you to the 3rd Indonesian Investment Day 2020. This event is convened in collaboration with Bank Indonesia Singapore Representative Office and Indonesia Investment Promotion Center in Singapore with the aim to attract investors from Singapore and all over the world to invest in Indonesia. It is also a platform to disseminate information about infrastructure and development projects in Indonesia. This year, Indonesia Investment Day is convened in a rather unusual way as we use digital platform. The Embassy of Indonesia hope to continue facilitating meeting, interaction between provincial government in Indonesia and potential investors. We also hope that results of the meeting will help to contribute to bring not only the project realization, but also to economic recovery of Indonesia and Singapore that have been adversely impacted by the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the current COVID-19 pandemic poses significant challenges for all of us. The pandemic also brings the world to the largest economic shock it has ever experienced in decades. Many big countries are in the worst recession. For emerging economy like Indonesia, the government has implemented timely policy support measures in health, economy, and related sectors. I have been assigned as one of the members of COVID-19 task force in Indonesia, and I can assure you that the government of Indonesia continue to put its best effort to manage the current pandemic, including to ensure we have sufficient health facilities to treat the patient and to secure vaccine once they are made available for public. Indonesia continues to discuss travel corridor arrangement with many countries for essential business and official travels. With Singapore, our reciprocal Green Lane travel corridor arrangement was officially commenced yesterday, 26 October. Ladies and gentlemen, while foreign investment all over the world continues to have a downward trend, it is worth to note that the investment from Singapore to Indonesia for the last 3 quarters in 2020 increased compared to the same period in 2019. This shows that Indonesia remains attractive to foreign investors and at the same time show great potential that Indonesia has. As a country with the biggest population in Southeast Asia, Indonesia does not only offer a prospective market of 260 million people, but also its demographic dividend, whereby more than 60% of the population are among the productive age category. This makes Indonesia an emerging global powerhouse. In this regard, I'm confident that Indonesia can become a manufacturing hub in the global supply chain. The current pandemic shows that it is very difficult to rely on only one source of production in a global supply chain. We have to build production base that are equally competitive with the traditional production base. I believe that Indonesia has the competitive advantage to become the basis of production. Ladies and gentlemen, to show what Indonesia can offer in that regard, we have conducted 11 weekly webinars showcasing 11 provinces in Indonesia with 110 ready-to-offer investment projects. As we have seen from the video, those projects range from manufacturing, industrial park, infrastructure, tourism, and special economic zone. During those 11 weeks, a number of potential investors have been facilitated with one-on-one meeting to discuss further about the project with the project owners. There have been 42 one-on-one meetings recorded. Even though we have yet to see the realization of investment, I'm hopeful that we will have more follow-up on those projects in the near future as essential business traveling is now open. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I wish to seize this opportunity to extend my highest appreciation to the organizing team of the Embassy for their hard work. I also wish to thank the Chairman of Enterprise Singapore, Bapak Peter Ong, the Governor of Bank Indonesia, Bapak Peri Warjio, the Chairman of Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board, Bapak Bahlil Lahadalia, for kindly giving their remarks at this event. The Embassy of Indonesia in Singapore, together with Bank Indonesia representative and Indonesia Investment Promotion Center in Singapore, stand ready to assist and to facilitating in realizing your investment in Indonesia. May you have a productive webinar. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, now we may have the honor to listen to the remarks from Mr. Peter Ong, Chairman of Enterprise Singapore.
His Excellency Bapak Suryo Pratomo, Ambassador of Indonesia, Bapak Bahlil Lahadalia, Chairman, Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board, BKPM, Bapak Peri Warjio, Governor Bank Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to be here. Congratulations to the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia, BKPM, and Bank Indonesia for the successful completion of Indonesia Investment Day webinar series. The shift towards online platforms such as Zoom to engage the Indonesia-Singapore community is a creative way to maintain investment interests. It shows our resilience as we adapt to a changing business environment brought about by the COVID crisis and the importance we place on our bilateral relationship. Global trade tensions have intensified over the past year, with the US-China relations deteriorating since the beginning of this year. Companies have responded by diversifying their production locations to mitigate risks. To contain the COVID-19 situation, countries globally have imposed lockdowns and trade restrictions, resulting in demand and supply chain shocks across the world. Even best-in-class companies who have spent decades fine-tuning their supply chains are facing difficulties in sourcing inputs, managing labor constraints, and overcoming new regulatory requirements. Companies who want to maintain supply chain agility through just-in-time supply chain operations are unable to do so due to new constraints brought about by COVID-19. In a new business environment, many have moved from just-in-time to just-in-case. They keep their operations simple by focusing on products that matter, buffer inventory, and locating production closer to market demand. They eliminate layers between manufacturing and final customers. This allows them to respond faster to the evolving situation. As more companies rebalance their priorities between just-in-time and just-in-case, these diversifying supply chains present opportunities for Southeast Asia, especially for Indonesia. As production and trade reconfigures, Southeast Asia can be an exemplary model for win-win cooperation in combining openness, integration, and risk management. The Southeast Asian region is both an increasing source of demand and a competitive production location. Regionalization has proven important, and continued efforts in regional partnerships would help ensure not just economic recovery, but improve competitiveness and growth in areas like manufacturing, digitalization, and even infrastructure development. Indonesia, as Southeast Asia's largest economy, will be pivotal to the region's successful response. As a close neighbor, partner, and investor, Singapore looks forward to working together even more closely to anchor investments in Indonesia. This is a critical period to collaborate to attract global investment flows. Once anchored, they will strengthen the region's economic base for years. Investors, including those from Singapore, acknowledge Indonesia's urgent push to improve its business climate through legislative and regulatory reform to position itself to capture these new flows. In fact, 3 recent developments bear testament to the good work of our countries and what we are doing to ensure a supportive environment for investors. Firstly, companies from Singapore continue to invest heavily in Indonesia. According to the Jakarta Post, in the first half of 2020, FDI realization from Singapore to Indonesia reached US $4.7 billion. This comprises 34% of Indonesia's total FDI. Singapore remains the top investor in Indonesia, even during this challenging period. Secondly, both countries ratified the Singapore-Indonesia Bilateral Investment Treaty. This helps to lower taxes for businesses, align with internationally agreed upon standards, and help protect investors' interests. Thirdly, the reciprocal green lane or travel corridor arrangement between Indonesia and Singapore started accepting applications yesterday to facilitate business cooperation and ensure safe travel. This demonstrates our mutual commitment to strengthen our collaboration despite COVID-19. The RCL will allow more Singapore-based investors to travel to contribute to Indonesia's recovery and growth. In summary, it is important to keep the momentum we have in investment collaboration going. We can do so by diving deeper together into specific sectors. I remember coming across a question online to companies on who the biggest catalyst for the digital transformation was. It asked, who led the digital transformation of your company? Was it the CEO, the CTO, or COVID-19? I'm sure you will all agree that it was COVID-19. In the near term, COVID-19 has accelerated digital transformation, and this builds on our past efforts to support digitalization and innovation. Enterprise Singapore also played a role in ensuring that commerce and digitalization continues. For example, we launched a multi-channel e-commerce program for Singapore companies to get on board Indonesia's e-commerce platforms. Singapore companies that have traditionally been offline can now tap on this program to move online. Working closely with e-commerce enablers and fulfillment companies on the ground in Indonesia to make it both convenient and cost-effective for those who may be new to the market. Another example is the Nongsa Digital Park. The Nongsa Digital Park was established to develop Batam's digital sector. It serves as a digital bridge to connect Singapore with fast-growing digital communities, not just in Batam, but also other cities in the Indonesian archipelago. It serves to bring together digital entrepreneurs from the region to share their skills, expertise, and foster collaboration. We continue to keep an eye on the long term, supporting Indonesia's vision to build a robust manufacturing sector, providing good jobs to its citizens, underpinned by a strong infrastructure network. This helps to attract investment, improve connectivity, and support other economic initiatives. Singapore companies have contributed to the development of urban infrastructure over the years. For example, Mimiontech, a water treatment company, has been providing water treatment plant solutions in Indonesia for the past 20 years. Through a joint venture with PTJUP, the company developed and managed a build-own transfer unit producing around 43,000 cubic meters per day at Hutan Kota, Jakarta. The Kendal Industrial Park, jointly developed by Sembcorp Development and PT Jababeka, is progressing well. It exceeded the foreign direct investment targets in 2020, and the official designation of a special economic zone will encourage further investments. Kendal Industrial Park has achieved 63 committed tenants as of September 2020, with investments valued at around US $1.4 billion, and the potential to create up to 8,600 jobs once completed. Investors can benefit from both fiscal and non-fiscal incentives. For infrastructure development in West Java, Singapore-based Infrastructure Investment Advisory Group IA and PTSMI have collaborated in project development and structuring, capability building, and financing. In addition, Infrastructure Asia and the regional government of West Java Province signed a one-year letter of intent to cooperate on infrastructure development for the urban transportation, waste management, and water sector in West Java. Singapore also continues to partner innovation and technology partners alongside investment in this space, working with our partners in Indonesia to deploy tech-intensive solutions in traditional industries, which we hope will serve as differentiators for these Indonesian companies. Innovation will continue to be a key driver of economic growth and collaboration between Singapore and Indonesia. For instance, last week we invited leading Indonesian manufacturers to participate in the Industrial Transformation Asia Pacific, or ITAP for short, which is a leading trade fair for industrial technology in our region. For instance, Indomilk, part of Indofood, shared their experience in Industry 4.0 practices. This event has allowed Singapore and Indonesia businesses to share expertise and develop connections. ITAP was well received by Indonesian businesses. This year, more than 60 Indonesian companies participated in this event and benefited from networking with manufacturing, automation, and digital solution providers. Another example is the Global Innovation Alliance, or GIA Acceleration Program. GIA Acceleration Programs are run in major innovation hubs and demand markets like Jakarta, as a bootcamp to prepare more Singapore startups to invest and thrive in Indonesia. The first batch in July this year, done in partnership with Plug and Play Indonesia, featured Singapore startups from the fintech, HR tech, and health tech sectors, and has just been completed. The next GIA Acceleration Program is targeted to start in the first week of November. Finally, the Industrial Smart City at Subang. In the north of West Java Province, Singapore company Sabana Jurong is working with PT Suryapcipta to develop Subang Smart Politan into a pioneer of 4.0 industrial estate in Indonesia. The 2,700-hectare city is an integrated smart city development comprising residential, commercial, industrial, and recreational developments, which will deploy technologies such as smart mobility and smart water management system to improve the quality of life and the operations of the industrial estate. To conclude, this global crisis may have taken the world by surprise, but it is encouraging to see Singapore and Indonesia stepping up in our efforts to control the situation and continue to enhance our strong bilateral economic collaboration. We need to keep this momentum going and be prepared for a rebound in investor interest as the pandemic comes under control in the months ahead. Through initiatives like Indonesia Investment Day, more investors will be able to know upcoming investment opportunities. Singapore will continue to play our part too. Investors can look forward to the launch of Global Connect at SBF in Jakarta by early 2021. This initiative, which is supported by Enterprise Singapore, will be run by the Singapore Business Federation, and it will seek to strengthen networks and increase business collaboration between Singapore and Indonesia corporates and SMEs through business networking sessions, investment promotion sessions, business matchmaking, and other activities. I'm confident that both Indonesia and Singapore will emerge stronger from this crisis, and we look forward to stronger collaborations in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ong. Now we may have the honor to listen to the remarks from His Excellency Periwarjio, Governor of Bank Indonesia.
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third Indonesia Investment Day of 2020. This event is a strong synergy of our investor relation units, regional, national, and global, as key success factor in promoting investment in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia continue to be one of the best and promising investment destination, the past, present, and future. Let me stress the following 5 reasons. First, Indonesia offers promising economic growth with stable macroeconomic condition. After a relatively small contraction this year due to COVID-19 pandemic, recovery is underway, with economic growth to rise to about 5% next year and continue increasing toward 6% over the next 5 years. Inflation is low, exchange rate is stable, and external resilience is strong. Prudent fiscal and monetary policies continue to be the strong building blocks of this sound macroeconomics environments. To boost economic recovery from COVID-19 pandemics, we provide large fiscal stimulus of 6.3% and 5.5% of GDP in 2020 and 2021. We also provide large monetary stimulus through lowering interest rate, liquidity injection of around 4% of GDP, and relaxing prudential regulation to support bank lending to business. Once the recovery back on track, we will gradually unwind these stimuluses and swiftly return to the long-standing prudent fiscal policy of no more than 3% of deficit and prudent monetary policy for securing low inflation and stable exchange rate. Second, Indonesia has strong commitment for structural reforms to boost our sustainable economic growth. The recent passing of job creation law is a clear testimony of this. I reckon Indonesia is one of the very few countries that introduced bold structural reforms at the back of COVID-19 pandemic. The new law provides reforms to streamline investment and business processes, bureaucratic administration, clear strategy for manufacturing and natural resources downstreaming, integrating local and global supply chains, as well as boosting small and medium enterprises developments. We have strong conviction that the new job creation law will attract sizable investment domestically and overseas, including from you. Third, Indonesia continues to offer large and promising infrastructure investment, both at the national and regional level, from provinces and municipalities. I am happy to see the involvement of Bank Indonesia investment relation units to have promotion of regional investment projects since the first Indonesia Investment Day in 2018 to the third that we convene today. This year, I heard around 109 projects from 11 Indonesia provinces have been showcased, with the project attracted potential investor including sector, infrastructure, energy, tourism, manufacture, and livestock. Fourth, we accelerate financial deepening to lend support for increasing needs of financing for Indonesia investment. This is to include the issuance of green investment such as green sukuk. The government of Indonesia has successfully issued global green sukuk 3 times since 2018, with total issuance of $2.75 billion, of which it was oversubscribed. We also promote the implementation of local currency settlements framework, among others, with Japan, China, Malaysia, and Thailand, in which local currencies are used for settlement of bilateral trades and direct investment. We also take part in the effort to develop the environment and climate risk management in financial sector by joining the network of greening the financial system. The fifth and very important for the theme of this year Indonesia Investment Day, Indonesia is accelerating digitalization throughout of our economy, large and small, for the new engine of promising Indonesia economy. This is in line with President Joko Widodo's Digital Transformation 5 agenda to accelerate digital infrastructure and access, clear roadmap of strategic sector, the national data center, digital human resource skills, as well as regulation and financing scheme. Bank Indonesia is proud and has strong commitment for this digital transformation through the implementation of our Indonesia Payment System Digitalization Blueprints 2025 that we launched in May 2019 last year. Our blueprint aims at integrating national digital economy and finance, especially in those of small and medium enterprises and retail payments through, among others, national campaign of the use of QR Indonesian standard, accelerating digital open banking, interlinked with financial technology, developing Bank Indonesia fast retail payment data center, as well as payment system regulation reform. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, these are 5 key reasons for investing in promising Indonesia economy, nationally as well as in many regions of Indonesia. We thank you for your enthusiasm in participating the 3rd Indonesia Investment Day 2020. and its series of events. Once again, invest in promising and rewarding Indonesia. I thank you.
Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, let us now listen to the remarks from His Excellency Bahlil Lahadalia, Chairman of Investment Coordinating Board of the Republic of Indonesia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Yang saya hormati His Excellency Suryo Pratomo, Duta Besar Republik Indonesia untuk Singapura. Yang terhormat His Excellency Peri Warjio, Gubernur Bank Indonesia. Yang terhormat His Excellency Peter Ong, Chairman of Enterprise Singapura. Hadirin yang berbahagia. Yang pertama saya ucapkan banyak terima kasih atas kesempatan kali ini untuk kita bisa sharing di tengah pandemi COVID-19. Hampir semua negara kena masalah virus corona dan pertumbuhan ekonominya pun tidak terlalu membaik. Rata-rata mengalami minus, termasuk Singapura dan Indonesia. Hal ini sesuatu yang tidak diinginkan di hampir semua negara. Tapi kita harus hadapi dengan rasa optimisme dan mencari solusi untuk bagaimana bisa menyelesaikan persoalan-persoalan yang ada sekarang. Izinkan saya untuk menyampaikan beberapa perkembangan terkait dengan foreign direct investment di Indonesia. Yang pertama, bahwa 5 tahun terakhir Singapura selalu berada pada negara peringkat pertama terkait dengan realisasi investasi. Kalau kita data yang ada di BKPM tercatat dari 2015 sampai dengan 2019 ada 46,4 miliar US dollar yang masuk ke Indonesia. Kemudian untuk tahun 2020 dari Januari sampai bulan September sudah terrealisasi 7,2 miliar US dollar. Ini adalah angka yang mengalahkan tahun 2019, di mana 2019 di bulan Desember total FDI untuk Singapura adalah 6,5 miliar. Sekarang kita di September sudah 7,2 miliar US dollar. Sudah barang tentu ini bukan tidak beralasan. Kami mempunyai keyakinan bahwa investor dari Singapura merupakan mitra yang ideologis bagi keberlangsungan ekonomi dan investasi di Indonesia. Sudah barang tentu investasi ini saling menguntungkan kedua belah pihak. Dalam momentum ini kami ingin menyampaikan bahwa Indonesia selalu berusaha untuk melakukan membenah diri, melakukan perubahan-perubahan regulasi. Bukan rahasia umum bagi teman-teman investor bahwa awalnya investasi di Indonesia aturan yang tumpang tindih, ego sektoral antar kementerian. Memang kami akui antara aturan provinsi dan pusat, harga tanah di kawasan industri yang cukup mahal. Semua ini kita akan lalui dan kita akan mengakhiri, karena kami kemarin baru selesai mengesahkan Undang-Undang Cipta Kerja, di mana undang-undang ini memberikan satu kemudahan bagi investor. Karena investor setianya hanya membutuhkan 4 hal: kepastian, kecepatan, transparansi, dan efisiensi. Nah, undang-undang ini betul-betul bisa menjamin hal-hal tersebut. Bahkan kami juga akui tingkat kemudahan di Indonesia dalam berusaha urutan 73, jauh dari Singapura. Apa yang kita lakukan ini merupakan bagian koreksi total dalam rangka meningkatkan pelayanan pemerintah kepada investor. Hadirin yang saya hormati, di dalam undang-undang ini betul-betul pemerintah hadir untuk bagaimana bisa bersama-sama dengan dunia usaha dalam rangka mencari jalan yang terbaik untuk sama-sama nyaman. Investor nyaman, pemerintah nyaman, untuk memberikan keuntungan bagi kedua belah pihak. Di aspek itu juga saya ingin mengatakan, di dalam undang-undang ini adalah membuka ruang untuk terjadinya kerjasama antara investor dari luar negeri dan pengusaha-pengusaha yang ada di dalam negeri, termasuk dengan UMKM. Karena kami merasa bahwa kehadiran para investor di dalam negeri harus tumbuh bersama-sama dengan pengusaha-pengusaha yang ada di daerah, termasuk UMKM. Dalam perspektif itulah, berdasarkan Undang-Undang Cipta Kerja yang baru, sekarang BKPM atas arahan Bapak Presiden memerintahkan untuk bagaimana bisa melayani para investor. Sekarang seluruh perizinan usaha dari 22 kementerian lembaga sudah di bawah BKPM, sudah didelegasikan kepada BKPM, termasuk insentif fiskal, tax holiday, tax allowance, impor barang modal, termasuk PPN impor. Kalau dahulu teman-teman investor masih datang ke kementerian teknis dengan mengelilingi, dengan undang-undang sekarang, dengan impres yang baru dikeluarkan di akhir 2019 kemarin, BKPM pada posisi sebagai perpanjangan tangan dan tugas negara untuk bagaimana bisa melayani para investor yang ada. Saya yakinkan di kesempatan yang sangat berbahagia ini bahwa silakan datang investasi di Indonesia dengan membawa teknologi, dengan membawa modal, dengan membawa sebagian pasar. Biarkanlah izin dan persoalan lahan pemerintah yang akan menyelesaikan. Kami di pemerintah Indonesia juga sudah menyiapkan kawasan industri di Batang yang harga tanahnya sangat kompetitif. Bahkan kalau yang mau sewa 5 tahun kita kasih gratis. Silakan datang, tidak usah lagi untuk ketemu dengan oknum yang tidak jelas dari mananya. Silakan datang ke BKPM untuk kita bantu. Kerjasama yang baik, saya yakinkan bahwa akan berdampak pada hasil yang maksimal dan saling menguntungkan bagi kedua belah pihak. Demikian, terima kasih, sukses, dan salam sehat.
Gentlemen, that was the remarks from the Chairman of Investment Coordinating Board of the Republic of Indonesia. We hope that by listening to all the remarks from the prominent speakers, you will have no doubt in doing your investment in Indonesia. To conclude this event, we will now watch the testimonies from Road to IID's participants and project owners that will share their experience regarding these weekly activities of Road to IID. I would also like to inform you that we will send you questionnaire by email for event feedback. We thank you for your kind attention and participation and see you at the next event. I am Valerina Daniel. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. I'm Iwan, representing Selayar Kepulauan Lestari Limited Corporation. I'm truly grateful that I could represent the project and then doing such presentation in Road to Indonesia Investment Day 2020 for the region of South Sulawesi. We would like to thanking in Singapore, the committee who make this happen in Singapore, and also the huge effort showed by the team in South Sulawesi, Bank of Indonesia Regional South Sulawesi. we appreciated your effort very much to give us opportunity to present Selayar Special Economic Zone in this event. We think that this event giving us a lot of confidence, also by support from Bank Indonesia to let us doing presentation, and then also to invite future candidate for investor in through this event. We are really appreciated, and then also we report it to National Council of Special Economic Zone to give them understanding that the project of Selayar Special Economic Zone is really the key in the development of economy in South Sulawesi. Therefore, we would like once again to thank the stakeholders involved in this event, and then also having this event, we can feel also the enthusiasm of the participant, and then it represent by their questions, even though this is the short time of session question and answer, but it is really giving us idea that they are really enthusiastic to know more about Selayar Special Economic Zone or other projects. That's why through one-on-one meeting, we are open and really welcome to assist them to know more about the detail of the project. Without further ado, once again, thank you, and then enjoy your day. Good afternoon.
Hi everyone, my name is Han Long Chu, Head of Singapore and Business Development for Southeast Asia for Volocopter. Volocopter is the leading electric air taxi manufacturer headquartered out of Germany. We approached Indonesia Investment Promotion Center Singapore, IIPC, in December of 2019 for assistance to make inroads to Indonesia to build up the ecosystem for urban air mobility. Since then, IIPC has connected us with BKPM Indonesia, Jakarta Investment Center, Jakarta MRT, Jakarta Capital City Government, Ministry of Public Works and Housing, DGCA, Angkasa Pura II, Bintan, and the Batam governments, and many other industrial partners to explore the different collaboration opportunities in Indonesia. We value the contribution of IIPC in providing us the great support and network connections. We would like to continue enhancing this valuable relationship with IIPCs to work closely to bring urban air mobility to the reality in Indonesia. Meanwhile, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Park Faisal, Director of IIPC, and his team, who has been working relentlessly to support us, and wishing IIPC have a successful event at the 3rd Indonesia Investment Day. Thank you.